And sir, we're coming to you live from the Paco Arena, and welcome to day number 2 of vleague 2022 Challenge Cup. Ngayon po, women's volleyball is at the forefront of all of our games this day. So buong araw po tayo bakbakan ng women's volleyball, Lance Fernandez here, and with me is Coach Mark Caron. Coach Mark, it's great to be here, another day of intense volleyball action for all of us.
Yeah, it's good to be here. I mean, I'm really excited to see this team face each other. It is also good opportunity for all of the teams that will join this league para makapag-practice or makapag-tune up.
So speaking of today's matches, mga kaibigan, ito po yung ating mga laban ngayon. So first game, we will have NCAA versus UAAP, Ateneo versus San Sebastian Recoletos. Second game, ating pangalawang laro, CSB Lady Blazers versus the UST Golden Tigresses. Third game would be the Adamson Lady Falcons against the FEU Lady Tamaraws. And to close us today with our quadruple header would be the UP Lady Maroons against the San Beda Lady Red Lions. So hindi ka mauubusan ng volleyball action ngayon, Coach Mark. So saan ka pa? Manood na lang kayo dito. Tune to us on Facebook, facebook.com/vleagueph, and also our website vleague.ph/live para po mapanood ang mga laro from the Paco Arena. So on this day, we are going to discuss our first match, Coach Mark. So we are going to have the Ateneo Blue Eagles and the San Sebastian Recoletos Lady Stags. So as we all know, Ateneo, they were able to compete hanggang dun sa step ladder ng ating torneo. And yun lang, kinapos lang sila against De La Salle. But now, it's another season, so reset ulit yung ating laban. What can we expect from this young and hungry Ateneo squad, Coach?
Actually, we will see a better team, a better gel team, because they have been playing for so longer than some of the teams that is actually rebuilding right now. We see now that there are a lot of leagues happening, so it's also good opportunity for the teams to really test their system. So magandang makita kung ano yung growth na nangyari sa Ateneo ngayon.
And of course, the Ateneo Blue Eagles still coached by Coach Oliver Almadro.
Yep.
So here he is, yeah, barking instructions already for his wards, talking about Ateneo. And on the other side of the floor, we will have the San Sebastian College Recoletos Ladies Tags. And they finished 5th place in the last NCAA, 7th place,
Seventh
rather,
place, yeah.
in the last NCAA tournament. And they are coached also. So if Ateneo is being coached by one of the more popular coaches in Coach Oliver, we have a legendary coach naman on the side of San Sebastian, Coach Roger Gorayev. So, Coach Mark, what does a coach with extensive volleyball experience bring to a young player like the players in San Sebastian?
For especially for Coach Roger, it's more of like how can he communicate that experience to these young ladies who's trying to get better every day, to build more confidence, build more skill, to be able to play on a higher level. So yun yung magiging challenge niya dito sa San Sebastian Ladies Tags na to. How can they acquire, or what can we say, get the experiences out of Coach Roger and then be able to put it on the court.
So it will be a team coached by Coach Oliver Almadro and a team coached by Coach Roger Gorayev. So in terms of volleyball experience, wala ka nang hanapin pa from these two coaches. They can impart a lot of wisdom to their players. And we'll see how these two teams will compete inside the floor. So yung mga hindi pa nag-almusal, kumuha na kayo ng pagkain. This will be a great treat. Ateneo against San Sebastian, and we will be back with more messages and more volleyball action from the Paco Arena.
Setter number 9, Takako Fujimoto. Middle blocker number 12, John Narrett. Middle blocker number 14, AC Minor. Opposite spiker number 16, Leon de Guzman. Outside spiker, team captain number 17, Faith Nisperos. And their libero is number 19, Roma May.
Welcome to day number 2 of our vleague 2022 Challenge Cup. So, nung unang araw po, puro men's volleyball action. Today, we are going to focus on women's volleyball. And we have a treat for you. It's between the Ateneo Blue Eagles and the San Sebastian Recoletos Lady Stags. So, reviewing the starting lineup of both teams. For the Blue Eagles, we have Vanny Glandler, Jenna Fujimoto, Alexis Minor, and Joan Narit, their middle blockers. Outside hitter is Lian de Guzman, and team captain Faith Nisperos. And their starting libero is Roma Doromal. On the part of the San Sebastian Recoletos Lady Stags, we have Catherine Santos, Tina Marasigan, Vea Season, Amakatan, Jassy Lumibao, and their starting libero is Claire Borja. So we are underway live from the Paco Arena. Ateneo against San Sebastian. First attack goes to the Lady Stags.
That was a good attack by Junicio, challenging the block of Ateneo early on this match.
So maagang panimula yan for San Sebastian, and that's what they need to do against an Ateneo defense. They have to really challenge their net defense, Coach Mark.
Right.
And just 2 straight points for the Lady Stags with an ace from Junicio. So maagang nagpapanimula ang San Sebastian dito. So that's 2 straight points for the ladies in red and gold. Meanwhile, Ateneo is in the white and blue.
And another one.
Mukhang nabubulsayan itong si Junicio, yung zone number 1 na yan, or nagagawa niya ng diskarte yung kanyang service. And it's an early start for the Lady Stags. 3-0 here in our opening set with Junicio still serving. But Doromal this time was able to receive that middle attack for Narit. And Narit delivers.
Ateneo needs to really work on their reception to get that good pass. So pag maganda talaga yung pasa mo, ma-activate mo yung gitna.
Yeah, so check on that replay. Joan Narit just using her height advantage at that moment. So it will be a factor, I guess, for Ateneo to be able to use their middle blockers, their height advantage. That's where they are going at this moment. Meanwhile, an attack here for the Lady Stags to no avail. First, Nisperos with an attack, and that's good for Faith Nisperos. So that's 2 straight points for the Blue Eagles, Coach Mark.
Yeah, that was a good attack. May sabit lang ng konti, but this was still a good angle.
Yeah, so they really have to get Faith Nisperos rather involved as early as possible to be able to secure a win. Talking about the Blue Eagles. And on the service line right now is Vanessa Gandler. And that's a good serve. And San Sebastian sends the ball over easily. Fujimoto sends it to Nisperos. That will receive, but it will go out to the Ateneo Blue Eagles' favor.
Yeah, like what you said kanina, Lawrence, like they really need to make Faith work early on to set up the tempo of the game.
Yeah, once they establish Nisperos, parang everything else will open, the middle blockers and even their open hitters. So let's see if they can maximize that advantage with Nisperos at the opposite. Meanwhile, San Sebastian sets the ball and they get it back off that block by Narit. Here's another opportunity for San Sebastian to no-go and an easy over for Ateneo. And some problems on the part of San Sebastian with the reception. Meanwhile, Ateneo susubok muli. Gandler this time. That's De Guzman rather. De Guzman with the point for the Blue Eagles.
Yeah, that was a good counter-attack by Ateneo. And for the Lady Stags, they really need to work on those small balls and the chance balls para maka-counter-attack din sila.
Yeah, they're having problems and difficulties with their reception. Pag-uusapan natin yung San Sebastian. And they have to minimize their flaws, their errors if they are to go step by step against Ateneo. But Ateneo establishing the wall early, Coach Mark.
Right, great block by Narit.
Yeah, so Narit has 1 attack point and also 1 kill block courtesy of that sequence ng middle blocker ng Ateneo who hails from Cebu. Talking about Joan Narit. So Vanessa Gandler again serving for the Blue Eagles, and that was well received. Back set on the part of the Lady Stags, but again the wall is there. Narit. Kaya naman tatawag ngayon, Coach Mark, ng early timeout itong San Sebastian. It's already 6-3 in favor of Ateneo. And we will be back with more volleyball action live from the Paco Arena. This is the 2022 V-League Challenge Cup Women's Volleyball Elimination Round.
Open lang, hindi pa bigay dito. Ikaw, tatlo 3-0, sabay 3-0 yun sa'yo. Puro error mo yan. Ikaw, sinabi ko na sa'yo, huwag mo papaluin ng gano'n. Eh kaya nga laging gano'n eh.
Gol lang, tara. SSC-R!
San Sebastian Lady Stags facing an early deficit with the Ateneo Blue Eagles leading 6-3 early in set number 1. We are at the first match of day number 2 of the 2022 V-League Challenge Cup. Lance Fernandez here together with Coach Mark Caron bringing to you the action. And again, San Sebastian was thwarted on that attack. Here's another sequence for the Stags to no avail. Back set to the Guzman. Good intention but nabasa yun ng San Sebastian. The Stags will attack once again and this time they deliver.
Oh, lucky break for Santos with a drop ball. Medyo malayo yung defensive coverage nila.
Yeah, so looking at that replay, medyo malayo nga si De Guzman. Medyo nakababa yung kanyang formation doon kaya naman nahanapan ng butas nitong si Santos. So dalawa na lang yung kalamangan nitong Lady Stags from the back row. Gandler no go pero hulog on the part of Nisperos.
It was way too much. She was trying to put it on that corner but medyo nasobrahan yung push niya kaya naging na outside.
Oh, to no avail rather. So that's 6-5. So good intention on the part of Nisperos kaya lang lumabas yung bola. So that's why San Sebastian is just behind by 1 point. This time, Narit, no problem at all.
Yeah, yung sinasabi natin, pag maganda talaga yung reception mo, your middle blockers will always be activated. As you can see on that play, a very, very easy point for Narit.
So that's why lamang ulit ng dalawa ang Ateneo with that tip by Joan Narit. And here she is on the service line. And that was well received by the Stags. This time, one hand set to no avail. Ateneo on the attack. Minor this time. Bullseye. Zone number 5.
Okay, it was way too much from Minor. Was outside.
So that's out. 7-6 is the count in favor of Ateneo. And here's a jump serve from the Lady Stags. Fujimoto. Back row attack to Gandler. And Gandler delivers.
That was a really nice back row attack from Gavani Gandler.
And with that back row attack, Ateneo brings us to our first technical timeout with a 2-point advantage, 8-6. We will be back with more action live from the Paco Arena.
Welcome back to the Paco Arena as the V-League continues with this matchup between the Ateneo Blue Eagles and the San Sebastian Lady Stags. Ako po si Megan Cabrera, kasama ko pa rin Lawrence Fernandez and Coach Mark Caron. And right now, Ateneo leads 8-6. Now, this is because Coach Roger of the San Sebastian Lady Stags is actually working with a new set of rookies. And with only 3 senior members, this team may be less experienced than the opposing team, but of course, he says that he challenges his girls to keep improving every day, learn from every loss and mistake, and be inspired to keep playing. Coach Roger is not new to building teams from the ground up, and he actually hopes to do the same for this batch of Lady Stags. Lawrence and Mark.
Thank you very much, Megan Cabrera, for that courtside update. So malaking bagay yun, no, Coach Mark, when you're dealing with rookies, parang you're teaching the game, we are fleshing the game out more as compared to teaching seniors.
Yeah, ang challenge talaga is how can you give or impart those experience and instructions in terms of like the skill set. How can you increase the skill set, increase the system, and even like make the system be built over this new set of players.
And so far, the Lady Stags holding their ground. The young Lady Stags team holding their ground against the Blue Eagles. But a point there on the part of Ateneo, kaya naman lamang sila ng dalawa ngayon, 9-7 here in our opening set for the first game of Day 2 of the vleague Challenge Cup 2022. And this time it's team captain Faith Nisperos on the service line. Of course, her patented jump serve was well received. Here comes Season with the serve to no-go. Fujimoto with the set to Gander. Ginawa na lang ng paraan yun. Another attack for the Lady Stags, pero the play continues. Nisperos from the back row, tinapek. And San Sebastian has an opportunity to score. Kaya lang masyadong palubo yung bola na yun ng palo ni Junicio.
Yeah, that was a mishit for Junicio. It was a good intention by the setter. It's just the delivery of Junicio was way too off.
Masasabi ba natin na dahil nga na-establish early on ng Ateneo yung kanilang net defense, medyo naiilang itong mga spikers ng San Sebastian, coach?
Correct.
So kaya naman medyo lumalaki ang kalamangan ng Ateneo early on in set number 1. So Nisperos pa rin ang nagsiserve. And that's an ace! First ace of the game courtesy of Faith Nisperos on the side of the Blue Eagles.
Yeah. I mean, one of the key elements of Faith Nisperos' game is really her serve. Like, he has a really nice jump serve.
Yeah, ang hirap basahin nung serve na yan. Especially the trajectory going downwards. And with all the power and might that she brings it, 2 straight aces on the part of the Kapitana, Faith Nisperos.
Yeah, as we mentioned a while ago, yeah, it's a really powerful jump serve.
Pag ganyan, coach, do the players also look at who they think is like the less favorable receiver on the other side?
Yeah, normally may target naman yan. So, tina-target mo yung different zones or even depende sa system. Either it's target the zone or target players.
This time an over-reception by San Sebastian converted into a point by the Blue Eagles courtesy of Lian de Guzman. So again, the errors for the Lady Stags, Coach Mark, piling up. Kaya naman itong Ateneo, they are just capitalizing on those mistakes.
The Lady Stags need to, double time on their reception. Kasi kung hindi, medyo mahihirapan silang umatake.
This time nga, namamagana yung kalamangan nitong Ateneo. But this time, Junicio with a counter-attack. And that's successful on the part of Junicio, their open hitter. So that's... let's look at the replay once more. Junicio, just textbook attack, just finding the open gap. At wala na nagawa si Nisperos doon. So that's why bumaba ng bahagya ang kalamangan, but Minor with that running attack, and she delivers.
Good set by Fujimoto on that play, putting Minor on a very advantageous position, driving the ball towards zone 5.
Yun yung mga tipo ng bola na papaluin mo na lang sa sobrang ganda ng pagkakaset. Good height and good velocity. So all you have to do as a spiker is just to hit it and find an open gap. And that's why Ateneo is still leading by 6, 14-8. Pero babawi ng isa ang Lady Stags. Courtesy again of Junicio. That's 2 straight points for Junicio.
Junicia's doing all the hard work for the Lady Stags as of the moment.
So mukhang siya yung bumubuhat and she's keeping the Lady Stags within this game. So naglalaro sa 5.6 points yung kalamangan natin so far, and Junicio is doing her best. Kaya lang, speaking of best, Gandler just finding that corner.
Yeah, Vanny Gandler with that down the line hit on the corner of the court.
Yung pag ganun, coach, no, tinatarget talaga ng player yan. No? Parang it brings them satisfaction na nakakakuha sila ng mga ganung maninipis na hit.
Actually, yeah. Minsan sinasadya, minsan hindi. But mostly within the target.
And this time, Doromal sets it to Gandler. But that was well received. San Sebastian with an offensive. Doromal tried to chase. And that's an easy over on the part of Ateneo. Pagkakataon ito ng San Sebastian to score. And they do so.
Good counter-attack from the Lady Stags.
So a rare sequence of missed receptions on the part of Ateneo. Kaya naman kinapitalize yun ng San Sebastian as we see this replay. Just using the hands of the blockers, coach.
Right.
So 10 serving 15. Joust at the net, won by San Sebastian. Gandler sets it. Unfortunately, that's an infraction.
Legal attack.
So an error by the Blue Eagles, illegal attack. on the part of Nisperos. Kaya naman bumababahagya ang kalamangan ng Ateneo. So it's 11 serving 15. And we have Junicio on deck to serve for the Lady Stags. Sends it to Gander. Fujimoto sends it to De Guzman. Kinapos, but they still have an opportunity to score again. But they don't. San Sebastian with an opportunity as well. Unfortunately, the ball sails out. And that's the point.
That was a good attack. It was just way off on the target.
Yeah, they have to do better with their targets, no, Coach Mark?
Masyado yung pinilit yung cross.
Okay, and with that attack that did not go in, Ateneo brings us to our second technical timeout with a 5-point advantage, 16-11. We will be back with more action. This is the 2022 vleague Challenge Cup Women's Volleyball Elimination Round.
Dulo, nandun yung spiker, tapos inuutosan doon sa... Ano?
Yung butas ng blocker nakita.
Bakit ka titingin doon sa butas papunta rito? May tao dyan, yung doon wala, oh. Diba? Kahit pitikin nga yung bola, bumagsak doon, walang kukuha. Lagyan nyo, pagka free ball, umatake kayo, magkombinasyon kayo, nakikipag-open-open kayo, lalaki niyan. Diba? So, wag lang mamamatay doon sa service, okay lang yan. Wag yung mga simpleng mali, bibigay pa natin, napapatay tayo sa paluan. Dapat konti kayong kumpiyansa. Pwede namang mag-backline Diba? Pag hindi nyo inumpisahan yan ngayon, wala kayong kumpiyansa.
So the key word that Coach Roger Gorayev shared to her players is kumpiyansa, Coach Mark. And they will need more of it because they are trailing by 5 here in the opening set of their match against the Ateneo Blue Eagles. And gaya nga nasabi pa ni Coach Roger kanina, variation of attacks also, kumpiyansa, dahil nga nabanggit niya, mas malalaki nga itong mga players ng Ateneo.
Yeah, this is one of the tendencies of a lot of players. Like, minsan sumasabay ka talaga doon sa laro. Kung malakas pumalo yung kalaban, tinatry mo rin talagang pumalo ng malakas. And sometimes, lumalabas kayo sa sistema, which is one of the bad decisions that you will make as a player.
Yeah, speaking of system, Peyton Speros on system with that point. Kaya naman balik sa 6 ang kalamangan nitong Blue Eagles 17-11. Just executing well itong Ateneo so far. That's why they have a decent advantage in favor against the Lady Stags. So si Gander ang nagsuserve ngayon for the part of Ateneo. That was well received, and San Sebastian with an opportunity to attack, but another kill block on the part of the Blue Eagles.
Good block, good net defense from the part of Ateneo. Setting the block really well.
Yeah, so we'll hold that thought because San Sebastian called a timeout. So our score is Ateneo 18 and San Sebastian 11. We will be back with more volleyball action live from the Paco Arena.
Yan, hindi pa punta sa andun yung pumapalo Ayusin nyo yung pwesto nyo. Hindi, magmumukha tayong mga kung ano na lang dyan. Tayo na lang kayo ng tayo. When you do your cross-court defense, move away from the block. Stay away from the block. Look at the cut spike. Cut spike here. If she cuts, she'll go here. She won't hit it directly to the blocker. So move away from the block. Move away, okay?
Let's go, let's go! Go!
Quick timeout on the part of Coach Roger Gorayev dahil medyo lumalaki na itong bentahe ng Ateneo against his team, San Sebastian Recoletos Lady Stags. The score is now 18-11, 7-point advantage for the Blue Eagles. At gaya nga nasabi niya sa timeout kanina, Coach Mark, ayusin niyo yung pwesto niyo. And that time, naging maayos yung pwesto nila. That's why Santos was able to deliver.
Yeah, they need to really do a better job on distributing the ball. Kapag sinabayan mo talaga yung Ateneo na open, dulo-dulo lang siya, mahihirapan ka talaga because they have a really nice, good system for blocking.
So this time, substitution on the part of the Blue Eagles. Ildefonso, number 15, comes in for De Guzman. Fujimoto sends it to Nisperos. And Nisperos delivers once more.
Ito yung pinag-uusapan nila kanina sa huddle. The defense on the cross-court spike masyadong naka-abante yung depensa nila. Saka masyadong nakatago.
So they have to make the necessary adjustments para mapigilan ito si Faith Nisperos dahil medyo nag-iinit na a sequence of points for Nisperos. And this time, bumawi yung Lady Stags at gusto pa tayong i-involve sa laro because the ball sailed to our direction. But point for the Lady Stags, 13 serving 19. The Stags trying to overhaul this 6-point deficit against the Blue Eagles. And here's a jump serve by the Lady Stags, a looper of the serve that is. Fujimoto middle attack to Minor pero nabasa yon na Lady Stags. An attack but blocked once again by the Blue Eagles.
Gaya sinabi natin, yung pinag-uusapan natin kanina, mahirap talagang lumaro ng dulo-dulo lang because as you can see, well-established yung block ng Ateneo on both ends. So kailangan mo talagang ayusin yung spacing nyo para maka-atake kayo ng mas maganda.
So it would be better for the Lady Stags to try some combinations or maybe middle attacks as well just to differentiate their attacks para malito rin tong net defense ng Ateneo. This time, Minor with the running attack. And Minor scores on that hit.
Yeah, tama yung sinabi mo, Lawrence, but the only problem is San Sebastian is also having a hard time with the reception. So medyo magulo pa yung reception pattern nila.
So at this moment, the Lady Stags, to summarize it, having problems with the fundamentals. But that time, they nearly scored, and they did, courtesy of that tip by Tan. So the Blue Eagles caught off guard with that attack from the middle, courtesy of Tan. So yun nga yung sinasabi natin, Coach Mark, variation of attacks. So this time, they tried at the middle, so they were successful. Hindi kailangan malakas yung palo, but they were able to score a point. And it's 14 serving 21. So apat na lang ang kailangan ng Ateneo to close this set. Of course, ayaw naman ng San Sebastian yun. Pero Nisperos is just delivering the goods on the part of the Blue Eagles.
This is one of the good thing about this pair. Like you can see, she can put power in her spike, and then she can also do an off spin or off speed. Nakita mo na caught off guard yung libero ng San Sebastian. Medyo malayo siya, akala niya malakas yung papaluin ni Faith.
Hey, that's the trouble when Faith Nisperos starts to get going. Hindi mo na alam kung paano babasahin yung kanyang atake, but at that time, basang-basa ng net yung bola. It's a service error on the part of Nisperos. And also at the same time, itong si Lumosco comes in for the Blue Eagles and lumabas itong si Fujimoto. So that's a substitution on the part of the Blue Eagles. This time, Gandler adjusting in mid-air to attack to no-go. This time, an attack by San Sebastian delivers.
Again, Junicius doing all the hard work for San Sebastian, putting that ball down the line. As you can see in this replay, ang ganda ng tira niya.
Yeah, maganda yung pagkakapalo niya doon sa corner of zone number 1. And Junicio is just carrying her squad against the Blue Eagles. But they need other options. Hindi pwedeng si Junicio lang for them to be able to overcome this 6-point deficit. Talking about San Sebastian. Here's another attack. And that's a score for San Sebastian. 2 quick points for the Lady Stags.
Yeah. Net violation on the part of Ateneo.
So that error puts us into a 5-point deficit between the two teams. So it's 17 serving 22. Oh, miscommunication there on the part of the Lady Blue Eagles, rather.
Yeah, very rare attack error from the side of Ateneo.
Yeah, we don't see that too many often in this first set. Talking about blunders for the Blue Eagles. Kaya naman 4 na lang ang kalamangan nitong Ateneo against San Sebastian. And a 1-2 play there for Lumosco is good. So yung mga ganung play, it's bound to happen kapag yung gumagana yung hitters mo from the wings na the defense will be caught off guard, especially from the middle.
Yeah, minsan talaga yung defense ng kalaban nakafocus yan sa mga sa gilid, sa dulo-dulo, tapos biglang yung setter mo magda-drop. Oh.
Speaking of drop ball, hinanapan na lang ni Narit ng open zone yung side ng court ng San Sebastian. Kaya naman they are now at a set point. It's now 24-18. So So they have 6 set points to work with, talking about Ateneo. And San Sebastian, now their backs are against the wall. They have to do everything to save this set. And they need 6 points to be able to do so. And that's one courtesy of Junicio once more. So itong talaga si Junicio ang bumubuhat dito sa San Sebastian here in set number 1, Coach.
Yeah. Sabi nga, nakapatong na yata sa balikat ni Junicio yung first set ngayon.
Tama. At mukhang siguro maganda yung almusal ni Junicio ngayon. Kaya she's doing wonders for the Lady Stags. And this time, Gander doing wonders for the Blue Eagles. And she closes set number 1 as the Blue Eagles takes the opening set 25-19. And we will be back with more volleyball action with set number 2. This is the Ateneo Blue Eagles against the San Sebastian Lady Stags, live from the Paco Arena in the 2022 vleague Challenge Cup Women's Volleyball Elimination Round.
Ano gusto mo? Pag 3 sets pa sila, ibinalik nga sa'yo. Diba? Kailan ka pa ba matututo? Ilang beses kitang sinasabihan dyan. Tinawag na nga kitang turista sa ganyang ginagawa mo. Naglalakad-lakad ka kasi pag nasa likod ka. Diba? Ang dami nyo sinayang eh. Okay lang yung score natin kasi yun na mga ayaw.
The first set of this match between Ateneo and San Sebastian is already history. And let's break down the statistics, Coach Mark.
As you can see, mas madami lang ng konti atake ang Ateneo over the San Sebastian Lady Stags. But the key factor in that set was the blocks of Ateneo, getting 4 blocks out of the attacks of San Sebastian.
And we're checking out the highlights of that opening set. They were able to establish Faith Nisperos early on. Kaya naman yan, nagpatuloy yan as the set progressed. But Junicio was able to keep the Lady Stags within contention, but to no avail. So they need more options aside from Junicio. And dito naman sa Ateneo, aside from Nisperos, the likes of Minor, De Guzman, and Gander also delivering the goods for the Blue Eagles. And that was the closing point of set number 1. That's why Ateneo was able to take the opening set 25-19. And let's see if the Blue Eagles will be able to win their second straight set, or if the Lady Stags will knot the game at 1 set apiece. Coach Mark, sa tingin mo ano yung adjustments on defense na kailangan gawin ng San Sebastian?
I mean, for San Sebastian, they need to, number 1, fix their reception first. Pangalawa is their defensive coverage doon sa cross-court attack ng Ateneo.
But this time, sequence goes to Gandler. Let's see if San Sebastian can save it, and they do. The ball goes to the side of the Blue Eagles. Gandler once again. Gandler delivers.
That was a really nice attack of Gandler, towering over the block of San Sebastian.
Yeah, it's so good. We'll see it again. Bullseye for Gandler, zone number 6. No problems there, and no doubt that the ball was really in. And after scoring that point, talking about Gandler, siya naman na magsiserve ngayon on the part of the Blue Eagles. They scored the first point here in set number 2, unlike in set number 1 wherein San Sebastian had an early advantage. Kaya lang, binawi kagad yun ng Lady Stags, courtesy of that attack. Again, it's Junicio delivering the damage for the Lady Stags, coach.
Yeah, it was a good attack from Junicio, recognizing na pabalik pa lang si Vanny from the service, putting the ball on that zone number 6.
Kaya na-diskartehan niya si Gandler at that time, talking about Junicio. Easy over for the Stags, pagkakataon ng Ateneo to go on the attack.
Quick play from Ateneo. Joan Narit getting that very long quick attack.
So the advantage talaga in the middle, the advantage on the net is really with Ateneo. How does San Sebastian deal with that advantage? How do they counter?
I mean, as of the moment, they really need to fix their floor defense if ever, kasi hindi na rin sila makahabol masyado sa net.
And speaking of hindi nakahabol, hindi na nag-over yung bola doon. That's an infraction on the part of the Lady Stags. Kaya naman, an early advantage for the Blue Eagles. 3-1 here in set number 2. And this time, it's Narit on the service line for Ateneo. Their middle blocker. Kaya lang, that's an error and a free point for the Lady Stag. So, rare occasions of mistakes for Ateneo. We see na yung kanilang service is not on point. So, they have to check that to be able to continue their advantage in this game.
Yeah, very rare nga. Ang baba lang din ng errors nila kanina ng second set.
And speaking of no errors there for De Guzman. That's an easy attack from the wing. And using the net to her advantage, pumektos pa yung bola from the net and it bounced off to the side of San Sebastian. So that's 4 serving 2 now in favor of Ateneo. And an ace for Ildefonso.
Yeah, like kanina yung pinopoint out talaga natin is kailangan talagang maggawa ng paraan ng Lady Stags yung kanilang reception para makaayos nila yung atake nila.
Kaya patuloy naman na umaalagwa itong Ateneo because San Sebastian hasn't been able to find the antidote, but at that time, Tang was able to have that solution against that net defense ng Ateneo. Let's check it one more time. Binilisan ni Tan yung palo. Hindi pa naka-establish si Minor at that point.
Yeah, actually yun nga yung advantage mo kapag maganda talaga yung receive. You are able to set it up for your middles and then wala pong masyadong blockers pa yan or late pa yung blockers mo.
Samantala for Ateneo, kanina set 1, it was Nesperos delivering the goods for the Blue Eagles. This time it's De Guzman, 2 straight points from the wing. Talking about Lian De Guzman. And siya yung magsiserve ngayon. De Guzman coming from FEU, girls volleyball team. Teammate sila ni Minor before in FEU and now they're here in Ateneo as they try to win this game, the opening game of our women's volleyball tournament here at the 2022 vleague Challenge Cup. Kaya lang yung atake na yun, it sailed out.
Yeah, it was way too much from Vanny Gandler. Medyo palobo din yung palo niya.
Yeah, the angle was a difficult one, kaya hindi masyadong nagawa ng paraan ni Gandler na maipasok sa side ng San Sebastian yung bola na yun. So it's 4 serving 6. And just like that, Ateneo gets another free point of that service error.
And going back to that error, this is the one that Coach Roger was really pointing out na kailangan bawasan nila yung maliliit na mistakes na yon. Yan, nagsimula yun sa service, sa reception, tapos para hindi rin lumaki yung lamang ng Ateneo over them.
Yeah, especially now that Ateneo is playing efficient volleyball, they cannot afford to string a sequence of errors, and another error brings us to our first technical timeout. So it's Ateneo 8, San Sebastian 4 And we will be back with more action live from the Paco Arena. This is set number 2 between Ateneo and San Sebastian.
Kaya nagmumukha tayong walang sistema kasi hindi nyo sinusundan yung dapat ko. Hindi nyo sinusunod yung sistema sa loob ng 4 na buwan nating pagsasama.
Dito sa akin, San Sebastian. Audio man, San Sebastian.
Saan ka na naman dito? Hindi nyo kasi sinusunod. Ito ba, isa ka ba makasigan? Dito ka tatayo, kakanyan ka sa tangiliran doon. Lumirisip kayo, yung isa nandito. Nakita mo ba yung diferensya rito? Nakita mo ba kung nasaan siya?
Bagan mo lang.
As we were listening in to Coach Oliver Almadro kanina dun sa kanilang huddle from the first technical timeout, even though they have a 4-point advantage, Coach O is still not satisfied with the performance that her wards is delivering dito sa ating second set.
Yeah, konting reminders lang, reviewing what happened, sinasabi lang yung pwede nilang gawin na mas maganda at mas maayos for the remaining part of the set.
At ayun nga, Coach O was singling out Joan Narit nung sa kanilang huddle, and Narit responds with that tip, soft tip. Kaya naman 5 points na yung lamang ng Ateneo dito. So it's 9 serving 4, and this time an attack for San Sebastian that was easily read by Gander. Nang with the back row set, and San Sebastian is having problems with the reception once again. Can Ateneo capitalize? This time Narit with another tip. Kaya lang yung kanyang momentum, dinala siya sa net, talking about Narit. Net touch infraction on the part of Ateneo.
Sayang yung atake niya. It was way too much lang. But
Yeah.
it was good intention on the part of Narit.
So let's turn things over to our courtside reporter, Megan Cabrera, who has something to share to us.
Lawrence, another champion coach, is calling the shots today. This is Coach Oliver Almadro, or Coach O of the Blue Eagles. He's a very passionate coach, always gunning for the win every time, and he wants the girls to perform at the top level regardless of the opponent. So for this league, what he wants to build for the Blue Eagles is the connection. With the rookies coming in, he wants the team to gain confidence and the right cohesiveness. Lawrence and Coach Mark.
Very much, Megan. As we see that service ace on the part of the Blue Eagles. Nabanggit nga ni Megan, Coach Mark, connections. And tournaments like this helps them connect together and build this team better as they go on to the major tournaments that we're going to have pretty much soon. Kaya lang, San Sebastian calls for a quick timeout. It's 11-5, courtesy or leading ang Ateneo this time. So we have 8 teams, by the way, competing in this women's volleyball tournament, Coach Mark. And you can catch the games live on the vleague Facebook page, also the vleague website, vleague.ph.
Sundan
So
nyo,
you won't
meron
run out
tayong
of
ginagawa
options
sa
to
ensayo.
watch our
Sundin
games.
nyo. Hindi yung pagdating sa laro, hindi
So
nyo
let's listen in
ginagawa.
to
Kaya
what
tayo
Coach Roger Guerrero
nagkakagulo
has to
dyan.
say.
Kung saan na lang kayo makapwesto, doon na lang. May sistema tayong iniinsayo, gawin ninyo. Ha?
Tara, sige. Go.
So Coach Roger was talking about may sistema tayo. And so far, that system is not working wonders, Coach Mark, for them because they are down by 6. So it's 11 serving 5. And here's an attack by San Sebastian, but it was easily received by the Blue Eagles. San Sebastian with another opportunity, but again, they're having errors with their receptions.
Yeah, like what you said kanina, Lawrence, like, this is a perfect opportunity for teams to build the gelling, to build their system, to test out the system. So, nire-remind lang ni Coach Roger kanina na kailangan mag-follow ka sa sistema. Kailangan magtiwala ng konti dun sa sistema.
Yeah, all they need is 1 point at a time, but this is a sizable advantage already for the Blue Eagles, and they got 1 point back there. So it's 12-6 in favor of the Blue Eagles, but it's 6 serving 12 with Season on the service line. sends the ball over, and Nang sends it to Gander on the open. A rare block, but Ateneo still gets an opportunity. At butas, yung zone number 6 na yon. That's why Ildefonso sends the ball there.
Yeah, that was a really good attack from Pia. Putting the ball in zone 6. And pag tinignan mo, masyadong butas yung depensa ng San Sebastian sa gitna. Si
Yes.
Santos was way off on the zone 5 na dapat nandun muna siya sa zone 6.
So they are having not just reception errors, but also their placement. And because of that placement on the floor, another service ace on the part of Vanny Gander. So this is now an 8-point advantage for the Blue Eagles. 14 serving 6. San Sebastian has to do something before things get out of hand here in set number 2. Because Ateneo is just piling up the points in the middle part of this set. And Gander once again with an serve, but it sailed straight to the net.
Yeah, that was a really cheeky intention. Medyo mahina lang yung pagkaka-serve ni Vanny. But again, same thing with what we're talking about kanina is they really need to stop the bleeding by really working hard on the defensive end, on their reception, and in their floor defense.
Yeah, and I guess it's not just waiting for Ateneo to commit an error para makascore tong San Sebastian. They have to be on the aggression also, and they have to attack that defense of the Blue Eagles. Pero this time, another error gives another free point for the Lady Stags. So it's now 8 serving 14. Kaya lang yun, another error, another point for the Blue Eagles.
Yeah, yun yung sinasabi kanina. Coach Roger keeps on pointing it out, minimizing those small mistakes na nakakasira ng momentum na binibuild nila.
Yeah, that's a big momentum breaker talking about San Sebastian, yung mga ganung errors, especially now that Ateneo.
So nainggit si Narit. Nainggit ng konti.
Nainggit si Narit, ginaya ang nag-service kanina for the Lady Stags. So it's now Lumibaw on the service line for the Lady Stags. Ateneo still has a 6-point advantage. Running attack by Minor. Kaya alam, malakas yung kanyang palo.
Yeah, was too much for AC Minor on the running attack.
Yeah, if you notice at this point, Coach Mark, San Sebastian is scoring off Ateneo's errors. But hindi ka pwedeng mag-rely lang sa errors ng Ateneo because they do not come as often. So what does San Sebastian has to do to be able to overhaul this advantage?
Yeah, it's kaya nang pinopoint out ulit ni Coach Roger kanina, they really need to vary. Hindi nila kailangang sumabay kung ano yung ina-atake ng Ateneo. So the setter needs to really work hard on season really needs to work hard on setting up her spikers sa iba't ibang posisyon. Hindi lang pwedeng si Junicio lang yung kailangan umatake dyan. And again, as you can see, the small errors is happening over the Lady Stags.
And that error brings us to our second technical timeout. Ateneo 16, San Sebastian 11. We will be back with more volleyball action live from the Paco Arena. As we go back to live action, the Blue Eagles of Ateneo leading 16-11. Medyo nagkakapalitan tayo ng errors dito, Coach Mark, pero yung bentahe ng Ateneo masyado malaki. That's why they can afford those mistakes. Kaya lang itong San Sebastian cannot afford those. At maagang panimula ni Minor after that second technical timeout. Regalo mula sa San Sebastian and Minor delivered.
Yeah, same exact error that the Lady Stags are committing, yung reception nila, giving that very easy free ball to Minor.
Yeah, and that's something that you cannot afford against an efficient team like the Blue Eagles, yung mga ganyang mga pagkakamali. Dahil they can capitalize on those mistakes, and this time San Sebastian with an attack, and they score.
That was a really lucky attack from Tina Marsigan over the defense of Ateneo. Medyo mataas lang ng konti yung defense nila.
Yeah, checking out this replay, hinanapan na lang niya ng magandang angulo yung bola na yon. Kaya lang hindi na naging maganda yung angulo ng bola from that service for the Lady Stags. Kaya naman balik sa anim itong kalamangan ng Blue Eagles. That's why we are going to have a substitution as well on the part of the Lady Eagles. So that's Lumosco coming in for Fujimoto. So palitan ng setter on the part of the ladies, Blue Eagles rather. And on deck to serve for Ateneo is Lian de Guzman. Easily received and a good set. At medyo malayo si de Guzman from that point. That's why Tan scored.
Yeah, that was really smart attack from Tan. Kasi hindi mo pwedeng paluin ng malakas lang yun eh. May nakastabbing na medyo naabutan siya ng blocking. So that tip over the blockers was a smart move on that play.
Yeah, the Blue Eagles was already established with they were already waiting for a strong attack. Meanwhile, there's some confusion on the floor on the part of the Lady Stags. They are checking the formation or the rotation nitong San Sebastian. And they are conferring with the second referee, checking kung tama ba itong alignment ng Lady Stags.
I think they're having a confusion who's the server on that rotation.
Yeah, pero pag ganyan, coach, pwede namang itanong sa second referee kung medyo hindi nyo maalala kung sino yung magsaserve. Pwede namang...
Normally, the team captain asks for who's the server.
Yeah, pwede namang i-consulta yan. Yeah.
Hindi masamang magtanong.
Hindi masamang. Huwag may yung magtanong, okay? Sabi nga. And again, they're checking the rotation, making sure that it is correct. Again, Ateneo having a 6-point advantage here in set number 2. What is working well for the Blue Eagles? Kaya naman malaki yung lamang nila, coach.
Actually, on this set, and even the first set, Ateneo is really receiving the ball well. That's why they were able to set up their offense on both ends. Pwede sa open, pwede sa utility, and then nagagamit nila yung mga middles nila. Like AC Miners have been doing a lot of damage with the running attacks. Si Narit also has a couple of good quick attacks. So, yun naman yung hindi mo nakikita masyado sa side ng San Sebastian. From the start of the set up to this current score, medyo hirap na hirap sila sa reception nila.
At saka mabibilang mo rin yung umi-score sa San Sebastian. You have Jonicio, you have Marasigan, and Tan. So, outside of those three names, the other players of the Lady Stags have to deliver and step up to be able to overcome this 6-point deficit against Ateneo. So action continues. Tapos na yung ating court case on the floor, and that's why AC Miners now on the service line. It's a 19 serving 13. But Coach Roger Goriev sues for time after that confusion with the rotation. It's 19 Ateneo, 13 San Sebastian. We will be back with more volleyball action from the Paco Arena.
Alam niyo, kanina pa mali yun. Ngayon lang nila kinorek.
Kaya ako siya, ang dami ng ikot eh. Kasi cut.
Oo nga eh, pabayaan nyo na. Sige, ano na lang ha. Sino susunod na mag-service? Ikaw? Palitan mo na, ikaw na mag-service ha. Huwag ka... Pwestuhan nyo maigi. Malakas yung, lahat sila may pumapalo, harap likod. Sino yung nandun sa kabilang dulo ron? Ikaw, makawag mo pababayaan yung gitna. Saluhin mo yung, wala ka naman mabablock ng ganot, malaki sa'yo yan. Ha? Sige, hindi naman natin mali yan. Mali ng table yan.
Go, let's
Tayo
go.
magagawa.
Tara.
Sige.
Hey,
Coach Roger Goroyev forced to call a timeout after that confusion regarding their rotation. What do you think happened there, Coach Mark?
Actually, nakaikot na ng ilang beses na mali yung server. But again, sabi nga ni Coach Roger, tapos na yun. He was really still was positive about what happened. Kalimutan na nila, move on.
Yeah, and that's why with that reset, nakapuntos sila courtesy of Tan. And some change of personnel for San Sebastian. Tan goes out in favor of Bermilio for the Ladies Tags. That's a Jewel Bermilio now on the service line. And they have a 5-point deficit to work with. Talking about the Ladies Tags. Kaya lang, service out, sabi nga ng ating venue announcer. So another mistake for San Sebastian. They just couldn't capitalize kapag nagkakaroon sila ng momentum.
Tama. And normally when that substitution happens is ikaw yung inaasahan nilang makapasok ng bola. And sometimes it's really hard for the player to make that mistake.
And double black eye naman on the part of San Sebastian dahil after that service error, eto namang si Lumosco with a service ace of her own. So it's now 21-7 serving 14. That's a 7-point lead for the Blue Eagles. Lumosco sends the ball over. Season back set. And this time, San Sebastian connects.
So again, Junicio doing the hard work for San Sebastian.
And a really hard work for Junicio because her teammates have to catch up with what she's doing dito for San Sebastian. It's 15 serving 21. Back set for Ateneo. But that was blocked, but they will have an opportunity to reset. Gandler this time, blocked again. Bump set, and they send the ball over to the Ladies Tags. Pagkakataon ng San Sebastian to score a looper of an attack. Easily read there. And an easy over once again by Doromal. San Sebastian middle attack. And they deliver.
A good counter-attack by Lumibao. And again, makikita mo na, ito yung sinasabi pa na kailangan pumasok ka sa sistema para makapuntos kayo. That was a really good counter-attack for the San Sebastian.
Yeah, they were putting it into system, talking about their middle attacks. Ngayon naman, babawi sana ang Ateneo, pero nabasa yon ng San Sebastian with their floor defense. And that's 2 straight points for the Ladies Tags.
Marsigan using the hands of the blocker. Pa-check out lang.
Gaya nga na sinasabi nila, hindi kailangan malakas, no? Kailangan diskartehan mo lang minsan yung palo mo to be able to score. And that's why medyo natapyasan na nitong San Sebastian yung kalamangan ng Ateneo. 21-17. And San Sebastian is giving chase, but they were able to send the ball over. Opportunity for the Blue Eagles to score. Doromal with the bump set. Ildefonso scores.
Pia Ildefonso ending that rally with a lucky break from the net.
Nagawan pa ng paraan ng Ateneo yung play na yun. It was like a broken out of system play already. But they were able to convert it into points. Kaya naman nasa kanila ang service ngayon, and it's Vanny Gandler on deck to serve this time. Good serve for Gandler. Season giving chase. And that's a point for San Sebastian.
Yeah, San Sebastian capitalizing on that attack. Wala pa sa pwesto si Bani, putting that ball on that spot.
So nagkakaroon ng strategy ang San Sebastian dito na yung server, doon nila dinadala yung bola kasi hindi pa nakapwesto on the defense. And speaking of pagdadala ng bola, no problems there for Joan Narit, just sending the ball to an open spot.
Yeah, Joan Narit towering over the defense. Okay. Having an easy time looking for open spots on the floor.
And Narit will take a breather for a while. And coming in is their service specialist, Kiara Cruz. Good serve and a good reception. And an attack was blocked. San Sebastian sending the ball over easily for the Blue Eagles. They have an opportunity to execute. Kaya lang miscommunication at the middle. And this time, San Sebastian was able to capitalize on that mistake by the Blue Eagles.
Marsigan with a cross-court hit.
So, San Sebastian trying to inch closer in this set number 2. And pinasok na ulit si Tan. Yeah, go ahead, coach.
Yeah, and this is one of the things na kailangan hindi ka pwedeng mag-relax on the side of Ateneo.
Yeah, because San Sebastian is just using their heart to be able to fight in this set. Kaya lang yung reception na yun ng San Sebastian sailed out. That's why Ateneo was able to score another point, and they're now at set point. Blue Eagles have 5 set points to work with Pia Ildefonso serving for the Blue Eagles. And tinapos na kagad ni Ildefonso. Ayaw niya nang patagalin yung set with that ace. And that point by Ildefonso closes set number 2. Same scoreline as set number 1, Coach Mark.
Yeah.
Ateneo 25, San Sebastian 19. We will be back with more volleyball action with set number 3 between Ateneo and San Sebastian. This is the 2022 vleague Challenge Cup Women's Volleyball Elimination Round. So after 2 sets, Ateneo getting both of our frames. Identical 25-19 scorelines po tayo. And Coach Mark, Ateneo is on the verge of winning this game. But of course, San Sebastian wouldn't want that to happen as we check out our highlights for that set number 2. Pia Ildefonso closing that set with an ace. And ito naman si Tan with that middle attack for San Sebastian. Also, Lian de Guzman delivering some damage for the Blue Eagles. They checked out Faith Nisperos at ito naman si De Guzman yung pumalit on her spot, and she was able to deliver a few points. And San Sebastian, sometimes they can score off Ateneo's errors, but yung kanilang sariling points of attacks, yun yung medyo nagkukulang doon sa set number 2. That's why Ateneo was able to take that set once again with an identical 25-19 scoreline. As we check out our numbers, break it down, Coach.
Yeah, like what you said kanina, Lawrence, like makikita mo yung atake halos parehas lang. But what the key factor that Ateneo had on the second set was their aces. They had 5 aces over San Sebastian. Same exact errors, but makikita mo lang din na most of the errors coming on both teams came from service. Yung iba galing sa attack error sa San Sebastian, and some occasions of attack errors on the side of Ateneo. But attack to attack, San Sebastian is there. Makikita na, as you can see, they have 10 attacks. But again, the question that Coach Roger Greb should fix is yung reception ng team niya, or even the players should fix. Yung reception ng team nila medyo questionable, kaya nahihirapan din silang umatake. And then having that free point that's given to Ateneo.
Yeah, and because of those reception errors, kaya naman Ateneo, they have 5 aces in set number 2. So if in the first set, their advantage is in the blocking, 4-0. In the second set, it's the aces for the Blue Eagles. And that pretty much summarizes the storyline for the first 2 sets as we take you to set number 3. Ateneo Blue Eagles against the San Sebastian Lady Stags. Lance Fernandez here together with Coach Mark Caron. And San Sebastian have their backs against the wall because they have to win all remaining sets for them to win this game. But panimula ni Gander doon is good.
Good attack by Vanny Gandler, challenging the blocking of San Sebastian.
Yeah, we'll have to see if Vanny Gander will be the one delivering the heavy damage for Ateneo here in set 3. Kasi kanina it's Nisferos set number 1 and then it was De Guzman set number 2 from the same spot. So Gander is taking that spot. Kaya lang bumawi itong San Sebastian with an attack from the middle.
And Lumibaw also, same thing, challenging the defense of AC Minor on that point.
As we notice in this game, nagkakaroon talaga ng success itong Lady Stags with their middle attack. And I guess that's something that they should look after more often para makakuha ng isang set against the Blue Eagles.
Yeah, but that will happen if they have a really good reception.
So it really starts with the first ball.
Yeah, the first pass.
Sabi nga nila, wag daw pahirapan ng volleyball. Pag maganda ang first ball, everything follows. And this time, everything follows for the Lady Stags. Kaya naman lamang sila ng isa. 2-1. And that was blocked. Talking about that attack by Minor. Susubok muli ang Ateneo. And another block sails out. Point for Vanny Gander.
Yeah, the attack of Vanny Gander was way too much for the defense of San Sebastian.
And Ateneo is having some success on that spot, that open spot. Kanina pa yan, as early as set number 1. Ano yung kailangang adjustment na gawin ng San Sebastian to be able to neutralize that zone, coach?
Actually, it's more of like really putting the work and discipline sa blocking. Okay, makita mo na as of the moment, pumoporsyento ang Ateneo sa side ni Vanny.
And that time, muntik na nga makascore ulit si Gander, pumoporsyento, but to no avail. And Minor adjusting in mid-air, pero the action continues. 1-2 play for the Blue Eagles.
Okay. Lomosco ending that rally with that drop.
But that's an illegal attack on the part of the Blue Eagles. It was a good intention on the part of Lomosco, though, to land the ball on that open spot at the middle. Kaya lang yun nga, the execution wasn't there. That's why the Lady Stags was able to get that point. And it's 3-2 in favor of the Lady Stags. Good set by the Lady Stags. And this time they get a point of attack by Santos.
Well placed down the line shot of Santos.
So medyo nagkakaroon ng bentahe itong San Sebastian here in set number 3. Could it be a case of Ateneo taking it easy or nagpapahinga dahil nga they are up 2-0?
Actually, pag tinignan mo, medyo for some reason gumaganda yung depensa ng San Sebastian. So pwede bang umiinit na yata yung depensa nila?
So mukhang nakukuha na nila yung strategy ng Ateneo. Nakakapag-adjust na sila. Kaya napipigilan na nila itong Ateneo. And that's why they have a 3-point advantage. It's 5-2 dito sa ating third set. And Lumibaw with that serve. This time an attack by Gander. Nag-flip lang siya ng spot and then Vanny Gander still scores.
Yeah. And also good set from Ateneo, putting again more porsyento ka kay Gandler because she's the one who's have a good angle on the attack.
And after that point, siya naman yung magsaserve for the Blue Eagles. And that's a good serve for Gander. Adjusting in mid-air itong si Santos, but San Sebastian sends the ball over easily. Another opportunity for the Blue Eagles. And this time, Nisperos on point.
Nisperos putting it real long on the side of San Sebastian.
Ito yung nakakatakot dyan because Nisperos had a good rest. So, nakapahinga yan and it will be a concern for San Sebastian if they want to extend this game and possibly take it in 5 because that's the only thing that they can do to save this game. Kaya lang service ace, Vanny Gander.
Vanny Gander doing all the work as of the moment. Okay, attacks and then now on the service line.
At kanina nga, set number 2, nakita natin yung advantage nila sa aces 5-0. So nagpapanimula na naman ng Ateneo in terms of aces. And that could be a factor for them to take set number 3 and possibly this victory. Kaya lang nakabawi doon ang San Sebastian courtesy of Tina Marasigan with that cross-court hit.
And for Tina Marasigan, she really needs to be more aggressive on that attacking end. Kung pwede ngang hingin niya lahat yung bola, pwede. Especially if she's in front.
Yeah, kung talagang kumpiyansa din ng pag-uusapan, hingin niya lahat ng bola and carry the team. Speaking of carrying the team, eto na si Nesperos. That's 2 straight points for the team captain of Ateneo.
Same attack, same position where the ball landed. So, dapat makapag-adjust na sa San Sebastian. Kung hindi, puporsyentohan talaga sila ng Ateneo dyan.
Yeah, parang puzzle memory na lang kay Nesperos yun. Same target, same zone. And San Sebastian hasn't able to stop that attack by Nesperos all game long.
Santos hesitated on that attack. She was supposed to spike that loose ball and then change her mind at the last minute, making that mistake.
Nagdalawang isip si Santos doon. Gusto niya sana atakihin. Pero at the last moment, she opted for an easy over to no avail. This time, Ateneo on the offensive. And that will deliver for De Guzman.
Again, as we were pointing out for the last 2 sets, again, the floor defense of San Sebastian needs to be better. Kailangan nilang maayos siya ng konti.
Welcome back to the Paco Arena for this matchup between the Ateneo Blue Eagles and the San Sebastian Lady Stags. Ako po si Megan Cabrera, kasama ko pa rin Lawrence Fernandez and Coach Mark Caron. Ateneo is still in the lead after taking the first 2 sets, but actually despite these numbers, this is still an inspiring story for Coach Roger and the Lady Stags because coaching is a mission for Coach Roger that he does not easily want to let go. After battling for his life due to multiple myeloma and losing his wife as he was recovering, he knew he wanted to keep going for the people who supported him in those difficult times. Now he wants to make things beautiful every day, and this includes coaching the athletes under his care and ensuring that they grow in the sport of volleyball. Going into this set, ika nga ni Coach, di niya tinitingnan ang score kundi ang galaw nila, and he wants to see them become more dynamic on the court. Lawrence and Coach Mark?
Yeah, thank you very much, Megan Cabrera, for that report. Again, it's good to see Coach Roger Guriev on the sidelines after all he has been through. He's one of the lovable characters dito nga sa volleyball, and it's just good to see him on the sidelines doing what he does best.
Yeah, and as you can see during the huddle and his reminders to her girls is kailangan lang nilang magtiwala, magkakumpiyansa, mag-follow ng system. He was very jolly about it, na huwag mo tingnan yung score. Sa gawin nyo lang yung gusto nating gawin.
Yeah, speaking of kumpiyansa, they had an early lead in the set number 3, 5-2, but now Ateneo has a 2-point advantage, and Liam De Guzman on deck to serve for the Blue Eagles. So si De Guzman yung parang point person nila dun sa set number 2. And let's see if she can deliver more points for the Blue Eagles here in set number 3. This time it's Nesperos on the attack, off the block, and good.
Good attack on Faith Nesperos. And again, for San Sebastian, they really need to double time and on that defense on the side of Nesperos.
Yes. It's like Nesperos is here to dominate, and San Sebastian hasn't foiled her attacks so far. Kaya naman tatlo ang lamang ng Blue Eagles, 10-7. Nesperos again. But this time that play was read, but Ateneo will have another opportunity. Nesperos, bullseye, zone 6.
Faith Nesperos not giving up on that play. Kahit na block ng konti yung shot niya, as you can see. But here, Faith Nesperos putting it straight in the middle.
Yeah, buwelo lang ulit and then konting adjust, palo. Again, she delivers for her team, the Blue Eagles. Kaya lang, a mistake there on the part of the Lady Stags, attack error. Kaya naman tumawag itong si Coach Roger Gurayev ng timeout to talk things over. So it's Blue Eagles 12 and the Lady Stag 7. We will be back with more volleyball action live from the Paco Arena.
Kung hindi mo sinundan, kaya hindi mo kasi siya sinundan eh. Kung sinundan mo yun, hindi pwedeng tawagan ng double. Ay bahala siya, tawag ng referee yun eh. Okay lang yun sa akin, wala namang problema. Lamang pa nga tayo kanina, di ba? Ang dami ka na kasing error sa pwestuhan, mga na kung saan kayo nakatumpok eh. Hindi malaman sa inyo, para kayo mga tahong nandun sa isang lugar. Kung kulang kayong ganun, no? I-spread kayo sa depensa.
Tara, bawi.
We welcome you back live from the Paco Arena, and Coach Roger Gurayev reminding his players they had an early lead in set number 3 and they squandered it. Kaya naman itong Ateneo ang may lamang and dadagan pa nila yung lamang na yan courtesy of that service ace by Lian de Guzman. Coach Mark, dahil na nabanggit kanina with one of the reports ni Megan, San Sebastian only has 3 seniors left. So kapag ganyan ba as a coach, you double time on the teaching kasi bata yung mga players mo eh. Are you...
Actually, it's like correct that you will double time on the teaching, on the training, but again, it will take time. It will take time, and you can't get it overnight. So for sure, Coach Roger knows how to develop this, and for sure he is patient about it. He's being patient about it. So ang magiging challenge lang is how long, and how will the girls respond, okay, in terms of that development.
And they may not compete not for long in this game because back-to-back aces by De Guzman gives us 14-7, but another error on the part of the Blue Eagles gives us our current score line, which is 8 serving 14 with Tan on deck to serve for the Lady Stags. This time it's Nesperos again, and Nesperos connects.
Faith Nesperos putting all the work now for Ateneo.
Yeah, the Blue Eagles putting their faith on faith in set number 3, just like they have done all throughout the game, except for set number 2, wherein she had a lengthy rest. And this time it's team captain, Capitana Faith Nesperos serving, and we will see her patented jump serve na mahirap niyang basahin, and that's why another service ace.
Service ace for Faith Nesperos.
Yeah, and that service ace puts us into our second technical timeout. It's the Blue Eagles 16 and the Lady Stags 8. We will be back with more action. After overcoming an early deficit against San Sebastian, mamayagpag ang Ateneo Blue Eagles here in set number 3 as they are up by 8 points, 16-8. And they would like to close it out in straight sets, but the Lady Stags has to do something monumental to be able to save this set and hopefully win the match. Kaya lang, talking about something monumental, another ace for Faith Nesperos.
Yeah, San Sebastian really needs to stop this kasi ito yung naging problema nila nung second set.
Yeah, so it's like committing the same mistakes over and over again for the Lady Stags, and they haven't found the antidote for Faith Nesperos essentially for the entire game. And that's another ace, 3 in a row for Faith Nesperos. Nesperos just finding those gaps, those corners.
Yeah.
Kaya naman napatawag ulit si Roger Gurayev ng timeout dahil namamagana itong kalamangan. It's 18 for the Blue Eagles, 8 rather for the Lady Stags. We will be back with more volleyball action live from the Paco Arena.
Sa likod mo? Meron? May tao sa likod mo. Tinatanong kita, sumagot ka. Meron tao? Sino? Tatlo lang kayong re-receive dyan eh. Paano tayo makakabuo ng isang play kung hindi man umaangat yung bola? Huwag kayong magturuan tatlo. Tatlo lang kayo dyan. Hindi kayo 4, hindi kayo 5, hindi kayo 6. Tatlo lang kayo. Sapat na yun.
Tara, tara. Sa taas.
Ilang service na yan eh.
Sa taas na. Huwag niyo sangawin yung
Susi!
Coach Roger Garayev pressing 4 time once again because the string of aces by Faith Nisperos is helping Ateneo pull away, and that's another ace on the part of Faith Nisperos. That's not a good response on the part of San Sebastian after the timeout, Coach Mark.
Yeah, Faith Nisperos having a good time on the service line.
Yeah, Faith
an
Nisperos
amazing time on the service line.
He's just doing target practice talk about Faith Nisperos. And that's a 4 straight aces on the team captain of the Lady Eagles. Let's see if she can do it 5, but that is well received this time for the Lady Stags. And the Lady Stags give chase, and they will send the ball over easily. Another opportunity for Ateneo to score. And that tip by Ildefonso was dug. This time, the Lady Stags attack. And they get the point, courtesy of Junicio. Oh, that's a net touch infraction, rather, on the part of the Blue Eagles.
That was too aggressive, way too aggressive for the block. Yung disiplina sa block, medyo na-excite yung Ateneo at si Pia to try to block that spike.
Yeah, kaya naman a free point for San Sebastian. And binawi kagad yun ni Vanny Gander. That puts them into the 20-point mark. And they have an 11-point advantage to work with.
Yeah, medyo nahihirapan ng yung positioning ng San Sebastian on all the attacks of Vanny Gandler and Faith.
Kaya lang, nagpamigay ng libreng puntos si Pia Ildefonso off of that service error. But they are still in good hands despite that error. They are up by 10, 20 to 10. Pero pagpapahingahin muna itong si Ildefonso in favor of Kiara Cruz.
Yeah,
yeah, go ahead.
knowing Coach O, he will not allow that na mag-relax yung team niya. So hanggat kaya niya, iibahin niya ng iibahin yan para hindi magkaroon ng kumpiyansa yung kalaban.
Yeah, especially now that they only need 4 points to close the game, and that's a successful block, and the Blue Eagles are jubilant of that kill block courtesy of Lumosco. So
Yeah.
let's check it one more time, Coach.
That was a really well-read block from Lumosco.
Yeah, walang pupuntahan yung attacker na yon ng San Sebastian. Saradong-sarado for Santos at that time, and that's why Ateneo gets their 21st point of set number 3. Back set. And De Guzman scores.
Ateneo, all guns blazing. Getting points from Faith, getting points from Vanny, getting points from De Guzman. So, lahat halos nagko-contribute na sa Ateneo side.
Yeah, and that's also credit to the good ball distribution nitong si Fujimoto and Lumosco all throughout the game. That's why they are able to activate all of their attackers throughout the 3 sets. Samantala, De Guzman sends it to Gander, kaya lang sumobra yun. And that's why hindi nasasayangin ni Tina Marasigan yung puntos na yun.
Yeah, again, rare mistakes from the Ateneo side. Okay.
Yeah, and they need more than mistakes, talking about San Sebastian, to be able to catch up. Because hindi pwedeng aabangan lang nila magkamali yung Ateneo for them to score. They have to get a string of points, a string of attacks for them to inch closer and take it 1 point at a time.
Yeah, tama ka dyan, Lawrence. And again, that starts with their reception.
And late in this set, they're still having problems with that reception, courtesy of that 4 aces kanina nga ni Faith Nisperos. And this time, they were able to read that attack in the middle by the Blue Eagles. Santos with a quick tip, and Santos scores.
Santos with an easy tip on the middle, challenging the floor defense of Ateneo.
Yeah, so kanina na-block siya dito sa wing eh. So she had to adjust. Hinanap lang niya yung zone na walang defender for the Blue Eagles, and that's why she got San Sebastian's 12th point in set number 3. So ganun din yung gagawin ni Gandler. So ginaya lang niya si Santos kanina, and Gandler also delivers. So Ateneo needing just 2 points to close out this game. And Vanny Gandler is now on the service area for the Blue Eagles. That's a good serve for Gandler, but a good reception also for the Lady Stags. A back set to De Guzman. Check ball, good for Lian De Guzman.
Okay, good. Again, the spike of De Guzman, it's too much for the defense of San Sebastian.
Yeah, and that spike by De Guzman, that attack point sends us to match point. And Ateneo has a sizable 12 match points to work with. Vanny Gandler still serving on the part of the Blue Eagles. And again, that same service error for Gandler. Gaya nga ng sabi mo, trying to land it dito lang sa harap ng net for the side of San Sebastian.
And Vanny's trying that very short serve again.
Yeah, and that's a
no
challenge.
avail, yeah.
And it's just a challenging serve to be successful with. Talking about that short serve. Kaya lang hindi na nagawa ng paraan ng Ateneo yung sequence na yon. That's why San Sebastian saves 1 set point, or rather 2 set points, because they're now at 14. So it's now 14 serving 24. Ateneo needing just 1 point to close this game. Quick attack at the middle to no avail. That was easily received. Santos with an attack, no go. Ateneo, back row attack to Gandler. And Gandler closes the game.
Gandler ends the match with that back row attack.
Yeah, bumawi siya dun sa error niya kanina. And in 3 straight sets, the Ateneo Blue Eagles defeat the San Sebastian Lady Stags in our opening game of our women's volleyball tournament for the 2022 vleague Challenge Cup. The score line reads 25-19, 25-19, and 25-14 for the Ateneo Blue Eagles, defeating the San Sebastian Lady Stags in straight sets. So that's it for us for now here from the Paco Arena, and we will have our second game later. It will be the College of St. Benil Lady Blazers and the University of Santo Tomas Golden Tigresses. We will be back with more volleyball action. Stay tuned. This is the vleague 2022 Challenge Cup Women's Volleyball Tournament. As we check out these highlights, Faith Nisperos just delivering the damage with those 4 aces in set number 3. And siya talaga yung bumuhat ng koponan niya. Aside from De Guzman in set 2 and also Vanny Gandler.
We are still here at the Paco Arena at kasama natin ngayon, player of the game, Faith Nisperos of the Ateneo Blue Eagles. Faith, you can say that the team really put their faith on you, especially in that third set where your string of service aces actually helped you secure that win and really move away from Basta in terms of score. So what can you say about that?
Siyempre, pinag-trainingan na naman namin yon. So, today, I'm happy sa performance ng team. Lumabas yung pinag-trainingan namin, especially on the third set. And of course, more progress pa sa league na to.
What would you say your team can work on to continue this? Because this is the first game of this whole league.
Well, it's been evident nga yung sa receive and ang aming defense. So, technical stuff, we have to work on that.
Okay, Faith, this is your chance para makabate sa mga supporters mo and your family and friends.
Gusto ko batiin sana yung family ko, my friends and supporters. We have Faith, and special shout out to my mom. It's her birthday. Happy birthday, Mom.
Definitely making your mom proud on her special day. Thank you so much, Faith, and congratulations. Back to you, Lawrence and Coach Mark.
Yeah, thank you very much, Megan Cabrera, with that interview with our player of the game, as we check out the highlights from the first set. So Ateneo just dominating early on courtesy of those attacks by Faith Nisperos. At nagpatuloy yun, Coach Mark, throughout the game. Yun yung isang problema na hindi nasolusyonan ng San Sebastian.
Yeah, the Ateneo has been varying their attacks from Fate to Vanny to De Guzman, okay, and AC Minor also being involved, and Narit being involved on those attacks. And ang nahirapan lang talaga ang San Sebastian is to establish their reception and their floor defense. Sabi nga ni Coach Roger kanina, medyo magulo. Kukumpul-kumpulan sila. So, I think that's one of the things that they need to work on moving on for this competition.
Yeah, and as you mentioned, it's a total team effort for the Blue Eagles. That's why also credit goes to their setters, Fujimoto and Lumosco, for activating all of their attackers. As we check out these highlights for set number 2. Same story, different chapter, Coach Mark, for the Blue Eagles. They had an early lead, they attacked, and then they went on with it with another victory in set 2.
Yeah, and then as you can see, as you can notice again or point out on the second set is yung service aces ng Ateneo. Their service worked for them, especially na nahihirapan yung San Sebastian with their receive. So, nagpatuloy-tuloy lang yung snowball effect ng kanilang momentum, and that carried over to set 3.
Yeah, but let's not forget set 3. Nagkaroon ng early lead ang San Sebastian. Na nabanggit nga ni Coach Roger pa yun kanina in one of their huddles, but unfortunately Ateneo is just too much for this young San Sebastian squad, and that's why the Blue Eagles were able to capitalize, again varying their attacks. Gander, De Guzman, Narit, and most especially Faith Nisperos with those 4 critical aces late in the third set, Coach.
Yeah, again that sealed the deal for Ateneo for the third set when Faith had that ace run on the service line. Okay, it was too much for the side of San Sebastian.
And as we check out from our first game, and we'll have more volleyball action. Unang laro pa lang yan of our quadruple header today, mga kaibigan. Our next game will be the College of St. Benil Lady Blazers against the UST Golden Tigresses. So we will have that game shortly live from the Paco Arena. And from here with us, with the hardworking men and women of Sports Vision, thank you very much for tuning in this first game. In behalf of my partner, Coach Mark Caron, this is Lance Fernandez signing off for now from the Paco Arena. We'll have more volleyball action here at the beach.